Right. Hey, hey. Hi, Violet. So great to see you, sweetheart. All right. So we need to get to a single storyline. Now, I do still have three zodiacs to get to tonight as well. And I promise you, I will get those ones out. I'm not going to leave anybody behind. But I didn't want to leave out our single story either. So today has been very difficult. I had to wait most of the day to be able to upload because there were some significant processing delays going on with YouTube today. So, with that in mind, we have finally cleared that out. It looks like things are back to normal. So, we're catching up late tonight, but so glad you guys are here. We start out with the Empress. So, we assume that our character is single in this storyline, and we start out possibly with a Libra or Taurus. Oh, also, before I get too deep in this, I should mention, guys, if you don't already know, I am on Instagram. I just haven't posted anything there in like 2.5 years. Starting tomorrow, I have a little thing that I want to start doing. So if you guys want to join me over there, you can. My Instagram is right in the description box. Also, starting at 5 a.m. each day, I have a little like sunrise tarot to kind of set the tone for the day, some things to like keep eyes peeled for. So that'll start tomorrow as well. That'll be on this channel as an uploaded video. So anyway, those are my updates. Just want to let you guys know. So starting out with our Empress though, single, usually our Empress can be a married mother figure, but right now she's single. This could be a single mom. She doesn't have to have children, but she would be a great parent. Whatever she nurtures in her life does very, very well. So we can definitely look at her as really powerful. Hi, everybody. Great to see you guys. We have got the Ace of Swords upright. Okay, so divine feminine energy standing here in this powerful state, standing here with that sword of truth. What's she doing? Did she just cut herself free of something? Is that why she's single? Is this somebody who's recently identified themselves as, you know what, I'm awesome and I'm single and I found a truth in myself? We have the Lovers. I'd rather choose somebody else. The Lovers is always a card of choice. I believe we have a recently single Empress. It doesn't mean that she had to have been married, but we do see her on her own motivation. She has chosen to break a connection so that she can go ahead and connect to somebody else instead. Ace of Pentacles. It's a do-over for her. Different life, different partner, different lover, different her. We have Temperance and we have the Ace of Cups. Boy, this is a very determined Empress. She is somebody who is like, I don't even think there is anything about a past here. We know she had one because she used that Ace of Swords to cut herself free. And she used that Lover's card to say, I pick somebody else, somebody better. But she is like giving zero energy to whatever she just cut herself off from. This is somebody who's so full steam ahead. She does not waste time. When she's made a decision, she doesn't go, well, I'm going to cut them off, but I secretly still wish that I could be with them. So maybe I'll spy on them, watch them, think about them, blah, blah, blah. She doesn't do any of that. The past is the past. The future is what she's moving into. And this is what she wants her future to be. We got two aces. Those are personal. Excuse me. What am I saying? We have three aces. We have the most empowered Empress, which we would expect to see her being empowered. But this is very much matters of the heart, and she knows exactly what she wants and exactly what she will give her energy to and what she won't. With the Temperance being here and that Lover's card, I think she already knows who she wants. I believe there is somebody who she feels energetically bonded to already. And this could feel very mythical. You know, we have Pan kissing a mermaid, and then we have her as a mermaid again. Is this a divine feminine who like just got over an ex or something, or formally cut off an unpleasant relationship or something that wasn't up to snuff? And I'm thinking that she did it because she's like, you know what? I already can see that I have a more sincere and meaningful, like energetic bond with somebody that maybe I haven't even necessarily interacted with much yet, because he's on land, she's in the water. But I already know that I have more of my sights set on This other, I'll say this man, since we see Pan there, I have him set, in my mind. That's what I actually want. I have more attraction and more emotion for this other person. Okay, so we have, man, when she sets her sights on somebody, she wants whomever this person is. She really is pretty clear on this. We have a Knight of Wands upright. Hang on. Is this person that she wants? Okay, Pan is lusty. All right. Pan is always a lusty little god. In the Egyptian pantheon, they didn't make temples to him because he was associated with the forest and forest creatures and nature, but also, lustiness. And this is a very lusty character riding on in. So I'm wondering if an empress isn't usually just, driven by baser desires, but an empress is also not a cold fish, even though she's come up as a mermaid, not a cold fish, but a mermaid. But I'm thinking that by virtue of her making space for this person to come into her world, she has already energetically basically invited them in. By her mindset, manifesting them in, that's what's happening. I feel like this idea of her knowing when to make decisions, like her listening to her intuition, her being attuned to that, like, the moments of synchronicity and seeing the writing on the wall. She may have had signs and symbols that told her, you know what, it's time. It's time that I cut myself free of something. And it's also time for me to be in this very spiritual connection with somebody. And we're going to take it from the elusive magical world and it's going to come into the very tangible, I want to say sweaty world. Sorry. We have a Knight of Pentacles upright. We have a Four of Cups. All of this just looks so sweet, so kind. It still says that there's some patience involved in this because although the Knight of Wands is coming in really fast, or the passion is like surging, we still have like, yes, but we can slow this down. Now, she might actually say, wow, I didn't mean to flip a switch and invite them in so swiftly. But an Empress doesn't usually make a mistake. If her intuition said, I'm ready for this, universe, bring it on, bring him on, I want this other lover. The fact that this is coming in really swiftly, I don't really know why she would be like, whoa, I kind of regret, I wanted this to go a little slower. Empresses listening to their intuition, I don't think are going to hit the gas pedal accidentally. We get the Moon. There's something here that she's not admitting to herself. What is it? Hi, everybody. Yes, Amber, I promise you, I will do Capricorn live right after this. And then we still have to get to Gemini and Ophiuchus tonight also. And then everyone will be taken care of. I will have done everyone today. We have the Justice. Okay, so with the Moon card here, followed by the Justice, she's not being 100% honest, or she's not seeing something that is inside. This feels like Sandy Martin, thank you so much. You are so generous. Thank you. That is so kind. She's being unfair. But what is she being unfair about? To me, it's a little unfair because she's like, I want this, da 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 da. I'm ready for this. I'm cutting off the past. I want this hottie. And then she's like, whoa, slow down. I wasn't ready for this. This is BS. I'm sorry. I'm going to call BS even on an Empress. I don't mean to go to war with an Empress, but we got to call it like it is. The cards are here that say that. The Justice said this is an injustice for her to pretend like she's surprised. Ten of Pentacles. She wanted this. She wants to give to this. She feels like it's a really important match. She wants the Ten of Pentacles. So where is the let me backpedal? An Empress does not usually act like that. Where is this coming from? Hang on. We're going to kind of hold her a little bit extra accountable. Four of Cups. She's afraid of making a mistake. She's a little bit of a fence sitter. She's like, but I need to meditate. I just need to meditate a little bit. I don't want to stress our character out, right? Acting like I could stress out a fictional character. But I will say this. earlier today, I actually was listening to, and I absolutely love it. Oh my God, it's so soothing. But the, how do you say it? The Navagraha. Please forgive me if I butchered it, but the mantras that are like associated with the 9 planets from the Hindu um, belief system, uh, culture, that musical, incredible sounds of, I know there's more than one of those mantras, but the one I was listening to was just, I mean, I instantly am just like so relaxed and like drooling. And I feel like she needs to do something like that. Just, she made all these intense decisions. She's kind of an intense empress. She kind of really knows what she wants. And then it's like, oh my God, but this is so much intense over and over again. And maybe I should have like decompressed a little bit. Maybe she can take a moment and like listen to something like that, like a mantra or some kind of like soothing music, just to get her energy to come down a couple thousand notches, because she's really intense. And I don't say that in a bad way. I hate when people say, oh, that person's too intense, and it's always an insult. Intense can be great. That intense people get the world moving. You know, they make awesome decisions. This is when a character is empowered. But it can also like drain a character. And I almost think that she got a little drained by making all of these powerful decisions. And now she needs to just get like her frequency clicked back into like a nice and harmonious place. And it's almost like that's what she's realizing. I need to sit down for just a minute. It took all of my energy to make these huge sweeping decisions in my life, to acknowledge that I'm attracted to somebody that's like this magical mystical connection, to have the courage to say I'm going to take this kind of like a leap of faith and believe that this is who I'm supposed to be with and I want this. But all of these huge decisions, I mean, come on, all these aces, this is her making like life altering, she's shifting mountains and creating rivers for herself for a new path, a new landscape of her entire life. And then he's rushing on in. And it's just that I think she's a little bit like energetically fatigued because of all of these big decisions. So if she can catch her breath for a minute, and maybe something like that, like a meditation or some kind of like really soothing music, could maybe help her to restore her energy a little quicker, because she's not being fair. She's kind of lying to herself, like, I don't really know why I feel this way. I'm not sure why I might have made a mistake or why I need this to go slower. She does know that this is her 10 of Pentacles, and you never want to waste what you just manifested. Instead, you want to get into the space so that you can receive what you really wanted and what's now coming in. Don't get weird now that he's showing up, you know, like don't get awkward. Says the most awkward person on the planet, right? Takes one to know one. We got the Hermit. Yeah, I think she just needs a little bit of let me clear my throat. She needs to calm and soften her energy, maybe just for a night, maybe just sit under the stars, listen to some, like I said, some beautiful like mantras, and ask herself, what have I been doing? I've been following my North Star. So why would I stop now? This is the path I chose. She just needs to have a little conversation with herself and realize there's nothing to be afraid of. You asked for this, and therefore it's arriving, because you are a powerful and intense creator of your own destiny. And don't freak out now that destiny is knocking. Let's talk about him for just a second. 5 of Cups. Well, no wonder he's all fired up. He's been in a lonely space for way too long, right? He's a catch. This is somebody who's built a lot. He has a ton to offer. He's got a big old, I'm not saying he has to own a mansion, but he's got a big old mansion and nobody to share it with. So this is like, I've created a nice life, but who am I supposed to give some of this energy to? I want to share this energy. We got a Queen of Swords upright. He's been lonely, I think, for a while, and known that he was ready for somebody, but he wants it to be true and real. He wants somebody who has like her own mind. She's got her own mind, Miss Independent. That's why I love her. He wants somebody who would add something to his life, change something in his life, somebody who's a straight talker, somebody who really will converse with him. I think he's missed conversation as much as anything. It's somebody intellectual, somebody he can discuss things with. He wants, as much as he wants passion, he wants somebody with a brain too. He's not just like, all right, let's hop in the sack. Like, he wants to get to know somebody and have the kind of companionship that you build when you know each other's minds, not just the physical concept of togetherness. Ace of Cups, he wants somebody who loves him for his mind and vice versa. What a catch. I know he's coming in hot as a Knight of Wands. That just means he's showing up swiftly and he's ready to give this a whirl. If she turns out to be this person, he's probably going to be all in. How does he know that she's like welcoming him in? Is this all kind of like, I don't know if these two really know each other or if it's just this energy of like what she's sent out into the universe. Universe, send me somebody who's all the things that I'm looking for. And then the universe is like, cool, you're going to cross paths with him. 8 of Cups. How are they going to meet? It almost seems like if she's someplace by herself and he's someplace by himself, like, heck, this could be, obviously we know she's alone, right? This is a singles storyline. But if she's out taking a trip, going someplace by herself, taking a hike, walking through a park, walking through the grocery store, whatever this is, and then meets this fiery cat here, and makes some eye contact, I feel like it's already like, oh wow, this could be like game on. Strength card, but she wants to resist. I keep feeling like the universe is helping these two connect, and then she's almost gonna like go into silent stonewall mode, even though her intuition is shrieking, do not do this. Again, it's like, give him your number, take down his number, whatever it's going to be, and then go home and listen to some soothing mantras. And you're empowered, you're powerful. You don't need to say, but maybe I'm not ready. Remember who you are. You're a powerful Empress. You're in the strength energy. Really strong, really beautiful. We have got the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. She is still in this place. Oh, Sandy, thank you again. You are so generous. Thank you. She's still in this place where it's like, but I only just made this decision that I wanted somebody. How is it possible that they're showing up right now? She keeps saying, but I don't know that I'm ready. Well, then you shouldn't have asked for it. Don't ask for things that you can't handle. But the bottom line is, yes, darling, you can. Here's the only reason I'm pushing on this a little bit is because you're an Empress and you're not a wounded Empress. And I think maybe she didn't know her own power to manifest somebody as awesome as he is. But if she keeps running from it, we get a lot of stories of runners, oftentimes it's a masculine running. This time we've got a feminine who's about to dodge the very thing she asked for, and for no good reason other than she's like, but isn't this too soon? Why? Who says it's too soon? You asked for something and it shows up. That's just because you're a damn good manifester, not because it's like this can't be. We got the Knight of Swords. Yes, it can come in fast. That song, Bobby Darin, What a Difference a Day Makes, only 24 hours. That's all it takes is one day we don't have somebody in our life, and an hour and a half later, we just met the love of our life. I mean, we got to meet him at some point. So does it matter if she meets him within 10 minutes of her making this decision? Or if she meets him in 10 days? Because I'll tell you, if it was 10 years from now, she'd probably be big pissed going, where's my person? So why can't we just manifest and then say, universe, I surrender it to you. When you think it's the right time, I shall receive. She's still she's a little bit like micromanaging, like there's no way it could happen this fast. And it's like, darling, if you do not snag this hottie, he is going to run right on past you and keep going and find somebody else. Because there's more than one great, connection out there. But I just don't want her to miss this. This character is awesome. He's such a good catch for her. And she already knows it, like from first glance. Oh, he's actually willing to wait a bit for her. He's got the strength also to say, okay, she had the power to manifest it. I have the strength to pause and say, I can wait a minute until I see what's going on here. Because if I like something and I'm ready to take action, but the other person isn't, I can I can pause for a second. Love is patient, love is kind, love does, wait for a moment. Again, he's as strong as she is, for sure. What's the message just for him? Six of Swords. If he's sensing that she's made decisions, but she hadn't really. Okay, let me put it this way. We can think stuff out in our head of what we want to do. Let's use this as an example. Okay, so when I was young, I did country western line dancing, and you'd like learn the steps, but you were wobbly, and then you'd go home and you'd like think through them again, and you'd practice them a little bit, and then you get real confident, and then you're like, I can't wait to go back and dance because now I'll be dancing and not just awkwardly going through the motions. But then with all the thought process and the practice that you did, when you get there sometimes and they turn on the music, you feel like you're floundering all over again. It's like, okay, maybe I wasn't ready to feel like I really knew the steps and could enjoy the dance part of it instead of just going through the motions like a robot, because you kind of psych yourself out a little bit. And I feel like that's it. You do know the steps. You're going to be just fine. Just chill out, relax, loosen up, and it'll be really fun. But there's just that moment of awkwardness where maybe you half forget what you just practiced so hard. And then you walk into the room and then there's other people, and you go, oh my God, they're going to see me do the dance moves that I thought I learned, but now I'm freaking out that maybe I don't know them. That's the only way I could describe this is stage fright. Even if it's not a stage, it still is like she could manifest it in her head, but the actual act of stepping outside of her head and being like meeting the person that she actually wanted, moving on from the past that we said she wasn't hung up on. That's not entirely true. Everything that happens in our life is an experience that shapes us, prunes our neurons, changes the way we interpret ourselves or the world around us. And if we don't have just a moment to acknowledge it and realize this is what I've been pruning for, preparing for, practicing for, and now I've manifested better, and I can really let go of the past at a deep subconscious level, I can see why she might freak out just a smidge. So it's actually really nice. It's not that she's still wounded exactly, it's that she needs to, like I say, go into the dance class and know that she learned the steps and know that that's what she prepared for, and not be nervous. That this really is a case of nerves, is what it seems like. But he's patient enough to give her a little bit of waiting time. Probably not a ton, but definitely patient, Let's take a look. I'm thinking 12 days. I'm only saying that because the hangman is 12. Wheel of Fortune. Nah, there's not a time exactly like that. It's when the time is right and there isn't any push and pull. Him backing off and being patient and maybe letting her flow toward him is the way to go on this. If he leaves it as an open-ended, like, well, you can call me when you're ready, I will look forward to answering and hearing your voice on the other line. If it's today or 12 days from now, I'll look forward to it whenever. Till then, he's going to go on about his business, but he's thinking about her. This does have to still be in divine timing, even though in so many ways, divine timing has manifested this opportunity to meet somebody wonderful. And now she has, but there is an element of the first part is done. They've met, right? Now it's like if you plant your tomato plants, you did the first thing, you got your ground ready, you planted the plants, but now you don't, you nurture it, but you don't stand over there and go, come on, tomatoes, grow, you bastards, come on. They're going to grow, but it has to be at their pace now. Some things we plant it and then we got to let it do its thing. And I kind of feel like that's how this one is working. But we know we're going to get tomatoes because we already planted it. These two will be all right. In this storyline, these two will be all right. It's just that it's a little bit of like, as hard as it is to tell this awesome fella who's got his own wishes, like he's lonely, he'd like to have a companion. He is also in a pretty powerful spot where if this is somebody that he really wants, you can give him a little bit of grace as she adjusts and adapts and moves toward him. If she doesn't, he will move on, though. I mean, there is that. But I think that these two are going to be able to kind of like, I guess they're going to dance together. All right, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me. It's really good to see everybody. First of all, hi, Queen Bee. Wonderful to see you. Thank you so much, Sandy. Victoria Rose Noir. Oh, honey, I'm sorry that you're feeling wounded. I'm sending you a huge hug. Godzilla MC, thank you again. I love it. Okay, another one I don't know. Laffy, I cannot wait. I will check it out. You're so awesome. Okay, Laffy Bewitched. Today, The Voids dropped a new song, and I was so thrilled. It just made my Sunday. I love The Voids. It's called Blue Demon. Hey, Rachel's Magic. Hi. RS, great to see you. Thanks again, Sandy. Calm C. Hi, sweetheart. You guys are hilarious. Is Nabila? Nabila, I did do Scorpio, and I even gave you a shout out in it. Hi, Tammy Secord. Lucia, hi, sweetheart. Thank you so much for reminding me. Thank you guys for giving it a thumbs up. Great to see you again, Calm C. Black Butterfly 25, Deborah, great to see you, sweetheart. And yes, Amber, I promise I will get to Capricorn right after this and we'll do it live, okay? Fallen Raven, Christy Perusa, ciao, darling. Hi, Karen. Violet. Oh my God, how crazy. So Violet and AC, sometimes you guys can't see each other's comments. I wonder if that happens to other people too. I mean, how would we know what we're not seeing, right? But I've never heard of that before. There have been so many glitches though, you guys. The fact that you guys can see each other tonight but couldn't other nights, I'm not really surprised because there have been some very odd glitches in all arenas. Glitches in memberships, glitches. I couldn't upload today. Well, I could upload, but they wouldn't process for a long time. I mean, it was like 7 hours. And then all of a sudden things were processing normally again. So there's just been some, like little tech gremlins, I suppose. But anyway, great to see you. RS, hi, sweetie. So glad you're here. Wonderful to catch you. All right, you guys. I will see you next in the Capricorn Dances with Headlights. Great to see you. You can stand by his asking his soul tribe to weigh in on the idea of you, but if he's going to grill the mailman and the barista, I hear you. Oh, Violet, yeah, AC is here. I would say almost every time you are, Violet. So, yeah, I see both of you so frequently. It's crazy that you guys can't see each other. Maybe the two of you are from parallel universes, and in other universes you were the same person. There, mystery solved. You're both so wonderful that, I mean, why not a double dose helping of awesomeness? That sounds great. You guys, thank you so much. Sweet dreams if this is where we part ways. Otherwise, I will see you guys next in Capricorn. Lots of love. Oh, and don't forget, you guys. No, never mind. I already said it. You know that if you want to follow on Instagram, I will see you guys tomorrow there. Monique B. Hi, sweetie. Great to see you. Oh, bye, guys.